She was my best friend for 10 years. And for 10 years, she'd been telling our entire friend group a version of me that I would never have recognized. I found out at her birthday party, in front of everyone. Natalie and I met in college. She was magnetic, funny, the person everyone wanted to be around. I felt lucky to be her closest friend. She was the first person I called with good news and bad news. I thought we were equally important to each other. We were not. The birthday party had a game. One of those roast-style question games where people share funny or embarrassing observations about the guest of honor. Someone read a card that said, "What's the most annoying thing about Natalie?" And someone answered, unprompted, reading from a private chat I wasn't in. Honestly, the most annoying thing is how she still puts up with her friend who complains constantly and drags the energy down at every group event. There was a pause. Several people looked at me. I was the only person in the room who had consistently been described as the complaining, low-energy one. I went home and messaged a mutual friend directly. Just asked, point blank, "Has Natalie talked to you about me negatively?" The friend took 4 hours to respond. When she did, she said, "I didn't want to be in the middle of this, but yes, she's had a running narrative about you for years. That you're needy, that you bring drama, that she stays friends with you out of loyalty, not because she enjoys your company." 10 years. Out of loyalty, I started asking others. Each conversation confirmed the same pattern. Natalie had built a version of me in our social group that served her, someone she was generous enough to keep around despite being difficult. It made her look magnanimous. It made me look like a charity case. And every time I'd had genuine problems in my life, every time I'd been going through something hard and leaned on her, those are the stories she used to build the narrative. I confronted Natalie. She didn't deny much of it. She said I was taking things out of context. She said friends vent about each other, and it doesn't mean anything. She said I was being too sensitive. I asked her directly, "Do you actually want to be my friend?" And she gave me the most honest answer she'd ever given me. She said, "I don't know. Sometimes I feel obligated." I thanked her for finally telling me the truth, and I left. The friend group fractured. Some people took her side. They'd been absorbing her narrative for years. Some reached out to me privately and apologized for not saying something sooner. I rebuilt a smaller, quieter social life. Fewer people, more honesty. The thing about losing a friendship like that is that you also lose 10 years of shared history, and you have to re-examine every moment of it with new information. It's exhausting work. I don't hate Natalie. I think she needed to feel like the generous one in every relationship, and I was useful to her in that way. But useful is not the same as valued. And I spent a decade not knowing the difference. Now I do. That's not nothing. Would you rather have a friend who's honest about not liking you, or one who's friendly while privately resenting you? Serious question.